Hi, I'm Christopher Warnock of Renaissance Astrology, and today I'm going to talk about our next edition of Pleiades Talismans. Plus, I'm going to go into detail about the use of talismans for esoteric knowledge, occult wisdom, and to assist with your magical and astrological practice. And so, let me start with the Pleiades Talismans. It's really great. What we do is we look out in advance. I get the best possible times that I can find to make talismans. We make an edition, and then when we sell out that edition, then I try to have it things time so we have another one to get started again. So we've sold out completely of the previous edition of Pleiades Talismans, but luckily we have a new edition of the talismans ready to go, and so I'm very happy to present these. So the Pleiades. This is a really interesting, this is actually a fixed star cluster. It's not just one fixed star, but it's 7 fixed stars. Very important in a lot of different cultures, used for all sorts of basic timing and stuff, has all sorts of astrological and spiritual significance. For us, I often refer to the Pleiades talisman as the Mage's talisman. It's like, why do I call him the Mage's talisman? Cornelius Agrippa in his 3 books of occult philosophy says the Pleiades as a talisman increases the light of the eyes. It's good for vision, in other words. It also is good to assemble spirits, to raise winds, and to find and to reveal secret and hidden things. So when you're looking at the Pleiades, you're really accomplishing 2 separate goals for mages that are extremely important. First of all, the invocation of angels and spirits and all magical works that are done through celestial angels and spirits, and then also obtaining esoteric knowledge and occult wisdom. And so obviously very important, very key goals. Again, if you're looking for some assistance with doing invocation with consecration, it's a good way to punch up that. Also, again, with your magical and spiritual practice. So the Pleiades are celestial angels. The star cluster is one that I have a very close relationship with. Okay, and so I can really speak about this from a personal level. I do a Pleiades consecration every single day. Also have several personal testimonials to offer. You know, what's going to happen for you, there's no way to predict, but I think it's really useful to see. You can take a look at the testimonials for our talismans in general, but I want to talk about the Pleiades in particular, just to talk about the type of things that have happened for me. Again, not going to say that this is going to happen for you. You really can't have expectations that, all this amazing stuff is going to happen. You just kind of have to see what happens with you when you do any kind of talisman. But the Pleiades, like I said, here's the example I had. When I first started working with the Pleiades, I got 2 separate sets of esoteric secrets. First, I was guided to a passage in the Greek magical papyri which references Zizabio, the angel of the Pleiades. So this is an ancient source. Greek magical papyri is really old. All this amazing, it comes from Egypt, but a lot of it's in Greek or Coptic. And all sorts of practical magical rituals, magical books, things like that. And Zizabio is identified there as the angel of the Pleiades. So I invoke Zizabio daily as part of my Pleiades ritual, and I've incorporated this angel onto our Pleiades talismans, as you can see. The other thing again, working with the Pleiades, I was guided to another ancient source that had the esoteric sigils of the 36 decade faces. So again, I incorporated these into my decade face talismans and course materials. So here's 2 really concrete examples working with Pleiades, and then having this esoteric information provided to me from these sources. So I really wonder why magicians, astrologers, esotericists in general don't make more use of talismans and astrological magic to assist in their own esoteric study and magical practice. I mean, after all, spiritual methods are going to be most effective for spiritual effects, and why not get angelic assistance and guidance? So really, I'm very happy to have these available. Let me just show you what the Pleiades talismans look like. You can see the lamp here. This is the key, and then you get the 7 stars of the Pleiades. On the back, you can see it's got Zizabio in the middle there, the sigil, and then the names of all 7 of the stars of the Pleiades are around the edge there. Really gorgeous talismans. Like I said, this is a talisman that I work with every single day that I do the consecrations. Let me just show you the image. This is by the esoteric artist Robert Place. This is the consecration image that comes along with the Pleiades talisman. As you can see, a really gorgeous image, very evocative, very much a window into the Anima Mundi, the images that are there, the Alama Mythal, the Imaginal World, if you want to look at the Sufi equivalent of that. So really amazing. Really excited to have these talismans available, and you should definitely check those out. Check out the links. The other thing I want to talk about is the whole variety of different talismans that we have in Renaissance astrology that are useful for esoteric knowledge and occult wisdom, and also working with their magical and spiritual practice. So in addition to the Pleiades talisman, which are really great, the next one I want to talk about is the Hermes Trismegistus talismans that we have. These are made according to, again, ancient source. We use the election there. I punched it up. This is, I believe, from the not from the Corpus Hermeticum, but from another ancient source. But in any case, it is, it's not something I made up. It's from an ancient source, the election. And then you've got this beautiful image. You can see Hermes Trismegistus on the front there, holding the globe of the world. And then the image that comes with it is this beautiful image by Nigel Jackson. Absolutely gorgeous image of Hermes Trismegistus. These are amazing talismans, like I said, occult wisdom, esoteric knowledge, for initiation. This particular image of Hermes Trismegistus appears on all my planetary and fixed star and mansion altars. Hermes Trismegistus is really a key figure in our astrological practice and in this chain, hermetic chain of transmission that we're all participating in. I want to also show that we not only have the bronze Hermes Trismegistus talismans, we also have green agate Hermes Trismegistus talismans as well. So those are really cool. The next set of talismans I want to talk about are the Al-Alim talismans. These are Sufi magic. These are using the one of the 99 beautiful names of Allah, Al-Alim, which is the all-knowing. And we have two versions of them. We have the Jupiter version. You see the magic table on the front there. And we also have the Mercury version as well. And these are really incredible talismans for knowing the deepest essence of the mystical sciences, for really deep understanding, for the deep knowledge, the deep wisdom that's necessary for true occult mastery and esoteric practice. So again, check out those links. Really incredible talismans, and we're really happy to have those available. We have a couple other talismans. 24th mansion, I'm going to show you the image for it. 24th mansion of the moon. This is from Astromagia. This is an alternative traditional text, basically a contemporaneous with Picatrix, but by no means as well as known about it. This is, again, for knowing esoteric sciences. Again, very cool talisman. Check out the links. Check that out. And then our final two talismans are also wisdom talismans. These are constellation talismans, Draco, also Ursa Major and Ursa Minor. This is, again, a wisdom talisman. And then Cetus, the sea dragon. Again, this is the image for it. This is also a wisdom talisman. So, well talismans are probably our most popular, followed by spiritual protection and love. That's what people are interested in. That's what their focus is. But to me, it's extremely important to have these wisdom talismans available. It's something that you can see we have a really good selection of wisdom talismans. But I think also in terms of effectiveness, if you're expecting that you're going to get a well talisman and you're going to have a bag of gold materialize, that's a material effect. If you're looking for spiritual knowledge, again, the classic, you think of Book of Enoch, the angels are providing this spiritual esoteric knowledge, the esoteric sciences. If you think of the notary art, again, this is a whole practice that's set up to get angelic knowledge. I really think the wisdom talismans are something that's definitely worthwhile taking a look at. And ultimately, wisdom is better than silver and gold. If your focus is purely on wealth, obviously we need it. I like wealth talismans. I'm into that as well. But the more I've done this, the more I've realized that the focus really needs to be on wisdom, on deepening your esoteric practice. And I think that the talismanic and angelic and devotional practice that leads to that is really worthwhile. So again, it was great to be having the Pleiades as a basis for jumping off. And again, check those out. But also check out those other wisdom talismans. Definitely something to think about. You're doing the study yourself. Enhance that with a talisman or two that are for wisdom. And I think that you're going to find the benefits are really substantial. And I hope that you'll check out all the wisdom and esoteric knowledge talismans that we have here at Renaissance Astrology. Now, as always, if you're serious about getting a Renaissance Astrology talisman, you can contact me. You can see the link there. Send me your date of birth. I'd be happy to check out specific talisman compatibility. If you're like, hey, check out the Hermes Trismegistus talisman or the Pleiades talisman, I'd be happy to do that for you. I can also give you general talisman suggestions, again, based on your birth chart. So again, take advantage of that, again, if you're serious about getting a Renaissance astrology talisman. So I hope you enjoy that, and I hope you find that this whole area as fascinating as I do.